Hello everyone, Corn here and welcome to my channel. I'll explain this. This isn't mine, this is Handsome's because he deals with carpal tunnel. But a couple of days ago I was in the attic and I was trying to find just a couple of Christmas decorations. I wasn't going to do, you all have seen our Christmas video. I wasn't going to do all of that. I was just going to do a few little things, you know, especially for videos and stuff, to have in the background, and maybe just a few things for the mantle. Well, while I was up there, I had, you know how we put a lot of our stuff into the plastic containers for storage, and I have from very large to medium to small, depending on what's in them. Not tons, but I had to put the fans, remember we don't have AC, so I had to put the fans in the attic as well. It is a slanted roof, so you can only stand, you can't stand all the way up. You can only stand kind of hunched over. Okay, so I had one of these containers in my hand and a flashlight, because of course there's no light in there. And I was going backwards and I could feel myself starting to fall because it was so crowded with those fans in there. So I reached this hand back on the door jamb and something happened. It's not broken, thank God. It's not spraying, thank God, but I think it's bruised, you know, even though we're not seeing a lot. And I did get scraped also, but it feels fine, you know, with this thing, because it's that hard piece there. But, and so a lot of times I don't have it on, but as soon as I take it off and try to go up the stairs and I'm on the, you know, pulling up the railings, and I go, ow! So it's fine though, no big deal, and I thank God that I didn't end up having to go to the hospital. So what I did is I had a magazine, and in this magazine, they were advertising another magazine. You know, like this comes out next month. And I looked on the cover of it, but of course, you know, that picture is going to be small, like Sue. And on the cover of the one they were advertising, it had a card that looked like a gift package, you know, like a box. And it wasn't highly decorated or anything, but it looked really cute. And I only saw it twice. I didn't study it. I didn't go on YouTube trying to find another one like it. I just wanted to do my own thing with it. But I thought, what a cute and simple thing to do, but how sweet it could be. So, you know, I have the wreath that I did in all silvers and whites. I wanted to have some little gifts around it, and so they range in size. This one has the silver glitter paper. It has silver glitter washi, a strip of that here. It has the metallic silver star that I punched out, and then some a diamond-shaped bling in the middle of that. This ribbon I showed you all because I had gotten it out, and I thought, do I want to put that on the wreath? And I decided not to. But see, there's always, just hold back with it, there's always something you can use. And so that's how it looks. See, it looks like a little top to your box, and then the ribbon went around it here. You'll see on some of them I put the ribbon up here as well. And what I thought might be fun, now this, so most of these are for display only, but if I decide to send them to someone, yes, I'm going to have to make the envelope myself. If I were to send them, you know, right like this, might have to trim, you know, the ribbon a little bit. Not sure if I'm going to do that, but if I did, that's what I'd have to do, because this is too small, as you know. 3 by 3 is what this one ends up being. And but what I thought would be cute is if you wanted to make it Christmassy, you know, if you want to do it for Christmas, because it doesn't have to be, being silver and white, you can do it for anything, if you ask me. But if you want to do it Christmassy, you could put the silver around here, or however you want, ink you wanted to put there, and then just place this inside the most wonderful time of the year, and or a holy night, and send it as a little card. But what I thought would be fun is if you opened it and wrote in your own handwriting, my friendship, or my loyalty, or my admiration for your kindness towards others, or you know what I mean, to send that gift. Because to me, I know some people say, oh, you're so corny, Corn. Well, you know, I don't think it's corny. I'm really sincere about that. I think the nicest thing you can give someone is your friendship, or your prayers, or your kindness, personally, but that's my own opinion. The next one in size, we're getting smaller. And with this one, I went with, what I did too, when we get really small like this, what I ended up doing was taking my scraps. I was like, okay, and you're probably like me. Do you guys do this? Do you put them in these containers that we get from Dollar Tree, and you can put them in a binder? Some of mine aren't like that. They're like I also did some shabby chic ones, and you know, some are just the zip top to that. And I love getting those from Dollar Tree when I went, and which was a couple of years ago. But I thought, you know, all these scraps, and I really like the scraps, so I thought, let me make gifts and little cards out of these, because if you want to also include them in, like if you have a giveaway and you want to just write a little note like, I'm so happy you won, or congratulations, and thank you for being kind to my channel and myself, or you know, can do so right in here, you know, so they can be used not just at Christmas time, but a little gift. So this is another ribbon that bow you all saw me make for the wreath that I was like, I'm not feeling it. And this little diamond wrap came from Dollar Tree also, and I just cut it to fit on there. So this one, sometimes the tops match the bottoms and sometimes they don't, just like our pajamas. And then this one, I just did, what I do sometimes is I take the ribbon to here, then glue the tops down, and then match it up to the ribbon down below, glue that on there. And did I do that with this one? Yeah. And again, this is 2 scraps. The little top, I hope you can see it in this light. That's why I did it up here instead of downstairs, because there's so much glitter involved. In fact, you can see little pieces of glitter here because, you know, a whole lot of glitter going on. And so you don't have to put bows on them. I didn't do it for all of mine. This silver ribbon came from Walmart. Ofray put that out. And this top matches the bottom. And what I wish I had done, since it does match, I wish I had taken, like I did on this one. See, I did washi here to show you that the top is separate. I wish I had taken, I've got, you know, a washi and just put right there to show you the line there where the top is different from, you know, where it looks like a top. So, and then the last one, speaking of not putting a bow, is this one. Again, I didn't do the little washi line here because I wanted the stars, as you see, the stars are under the top, and then I did the 2 here and then cut them separate to put on either side of that. And you could say something like, your friendship is like a beaconing star, or, you know, something like that. So that's how the silver and white came out. But you also know, bless your hearts if you came by for the tree video, that that's done in pinks and greens and lace and lots of white. And so what I did for those is, here's the 3x3, and I love this glitter pink paper at the top. It was, like I said, a scrap, so I don't know where I got it, but it does shed. I mean, if I go like that, you can probably see them. With this bow, I went ahead, you know, you can cut the tails of your bow in either what I call a fishtail if you go one way, or a point if you go another. And for the tree, I did the points also. And then this looks like a die cut, but it's actually a punch that was given to me by Midge from Midge's Mountain Crafts. And I just thought I had it first on pink, where it was a lighter pink and then a darker pink behind it, but I thought it really needed to show, I thought, so I put it on the white. And of course, you know, my little applique comes from Amazon. And then this one, I do have, remember I showed you my white ribbon from Hobby Lobby like this, where I brought out the pink one, and here it is. And it no longer has its wire in it. It is a wired ribbon, but I took the wire out, used it elsewhere. So put that there. Then the little leaves I got from Amazon, and then Hobby Lobby had this wonderful trim that, as you know, I cut them out of the trim, used them separately. Don't remember, this was scrap too, where I got this trim. But what I wanted to do was put a pearl here and a pearl here, but because it was unraveling so terribly, I couldn't do it. I know that you can put it in like a very large needle, eye of the needle, but it was giving, my patience was wearing out, so I was like, I'll just tie little knots so it won't fray anymore. I did put stickles up here. I did put in the picked raspberries, I made it not so dark, I wanted it lighter around there. And then for the top of this one, I thought, let's do something different, but I laughed when I saw it because I so wanted the box top to have something pretty. So but I went too wide, as you see. It almost looks like a house instead of a gift box. And I look up at my boxes that I have some of my supplies in, and the majority of the tops are narrow. But I do have some that go like this. You know what I mean? Go narrow, not so narrow enough. But I looked at this, I laughed. I said, you know, this reminds me of a place where you put out your place setting place card, and where you should have something like this with their name on it, and that's where they sit for dinner. I thought that looked more like that, but it would be a fun little card, I think, to send. And again, scrap, and then I fussy cut that out of a scrap and put stickles on that as well, on the roses part. Those are 3 different colored stickles, but I can't tell. I can tell this is a darker pink, this is a light pink, and this is the white, but kind of difficult to tell. Then I have this one, and cut these out of what they call pearl wrap that we got at Dollar Tree. Remember these guys? I don't know if they still have them or not. They have them in the garden section. And I've just cut them because I just wanted 3 up there. And normally I would cut them to here, but since it's a scalloped edge, that's a Fisker's punch. Since it's a scalloped edge, I had to go up 1 layer, and it goes out a little bit, but I kind of like that. And then the bow is in a lace that I got from Walmart a couple of years ago. Scraps again. And then I think this is because you all love it when I go tiny. I think this will probably be your all's favorite. Again, scraps. I love this paper so much that it comes from Amazon that I didn't want to cover up that rose whatsoever. Normally, like I said, I would run something, even very narrow washi there to show you the difference in the top. This is double-sided, so you're going to get on the inside the top of it. That's the way I worked that one out. And that teeny tiny narrow ribbon I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby because it was on a spool, and the top of it was, the top and bottom are cardboard, and the top just was gone, 100% gone. So it really looked a mess because some people had fiddled with it and stuff. And so they put it like, I think that was 75 or even more off because of it looking so bad. So I was like, messy, I'll straighten that out. So I got it for a song, and it is many, many yards. So I thought what you could put in here again, in a darker, even black, just write friendship. And that's the gift you could give to someone. And what I thought I'd do is tomorrow or this evening, depending on how tired I am, do a craft with me, and we do one maybe A2 size, do a card, maybe the smaller card and a larger card together in this. And if you all want to see that, please let me know. And I'd like to thank you for being here today, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.